Hey, no problem. Yeah, come on, y'all sit down. This ain't gonna take seriously, bro. It'll take about 30 minutes. And then we'll,
We will plan to get started here in just a couple of minutes, so if you're arriving now and you are an athlete, student athlete, if you would go ahead and get yourself situated up on stage with your parents. We will look to start here in just a few minutes. Thank you. Welcome. It is 3 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and get started here. First of all, thank you so much for everybody that joined us and for coming out to support the student athletes and their parents. And the process here is pretty simple. What I'll do is I'll just go through each student and the location of their school, a little information, maybe a little tidbit about each of the schools they're attending. I always find that one of the most enjoyable parts of my job is I get to look at where they're going and get a good view of where they're headed, and it's very interesting and really nice, and I enjoy it. So I've got a little bit on each one of your schools we'll do. Then I'll let the student athletes speak briefly, each of them, and their parents if they wish to, and then when that's finished, we'll have them all sign their letters of intent. Then after that, we'll have the coach, Roland Brown, say a few words, and then when that's over, that'll be the conclusion of the signing. And everybody brought such great treats today. We've got treats for you up here, so please, after it's all over, feel free to come up and partake of the goodies that are up here on the tables in front of you and talk to the athletes and the parents. And if you come up and congregate, we don't have a problem with that whatsoever, but just remember we're still in COVID, so keep your mask on. That's something I have to tell you. But I'm so proud of these folks, kids. First of all, just in general, what a journey it is to get to this point in their career. It probably started sometime when they were just little guys dreaming about playing football, maybe being in the backyard with a nerve for playing tackle football on the couch in the living. Who knows? I mean, we used to play knee football in my house. We playing our knees and back with each other and all that. So these guys at one time had this dream to play a sport, and this is the fulfillment of that dream. And parents have absolutely helped them along their way with everything from laundry to snacks to food during summer hell weeks, water, Gatorade. I mean, you name it. They've always been there for these children. So the success is the entire family's success. It's wonderful for the athlete, but the parents share in this excitement and are partaking in it as well because it's been a team effort to get here. So congratulations to all these families. Thank you for supporting your young men. And this again is exciting for me because we filled the stage with football players, which is really great. This is really nice to see. So I'll start first this afternoon with Blake. Blake Williams, congratulations. You're going to Benedictine. Great job, Blake. Just a little bit about the school he's going to attend. Yeah, please, go ahead. Go ahead. One of the things when I looked up Lake School that I noticed right away is, holy cow, do they have quite a football center up there. So I took down some notes on that. It's a one-of-a-kind locker and meeting facility. It's a $1.7 million facility dedicated just to football. It includes locker rooms. There are 120. They're all hardwood, ventilated. There's a meeting room, a hospitality room. They have a 24-foot multimedia area. TV screens, flat screens, champions room. It's got quite a tradition. And so, wow, it's easy to see what a great school to pick. That's a great facility up there in Lyle, Illinois. I think it's Lyle. Am I that right, Lyle? So, Blake, enjoy yourself. You have great facilities you're headed to. You've been great here at Richwoods. I'm sure Coach will have a few things to say about all of you, but I can't say enough. I remember when you were a freshman, it seems like last week, So, congratulations to you and your family, and thank you. Okay, we'll get back to you at the end here and give you a chance to speak. Good job, Blake. The next football player we have here is Cam Culberson. He is chosen the University of Wisconsin Whitewater. And what a great place, yeah. Their football team, their national championships they've won, really impressive. What a great thing to look at. I just want to read a little bit. This is off their website. The University of Wisconsin Whitewater is home to one of the finest collegiate athletic programs in the nation. They're the Warhawks. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. They build on a tradition of their academic and athletic excellence. In the past decade, the Warhawks have captured national championships in baseball, volleyball, football, gymnastics, and men's basketball. The success of the Warhawks sports teams parallel the accomplishments inside the classroom as well. Student athletes that attend there average a 3.0. So that's something else I want to say. And these kids don't get here to this level unless they're student athletes. They have to have the grades and they have to work hard in the classroom. And the challenge at the next level is even greater. But I think because of the sports they're involved in, they're going to get pulled along and they're going to become even better young men than they already are. So their growing is just beginning, and it's great to see that they emphasize their student athletes there. UW Whitewater. So, regardless of the sports that's played, UW Whitewater, they compete in style, they train in first-class facilities, and they enjoy home court advantage. So, congratulations, Cam. Now, the last two, but certainly not the least, kind of fun. They get to be teammates in the future, it looks like. Augustana, very familiar with Augustana. I went to high school in the 80s. That's a long time ago, but if you look at Augustana's record in the 80s, I think they were national champions almost 9 or 10 out of the 10 years of the decade. So, very well-known football program, really neat campus. I've been there a couple times myself. Super place to go. So, we'll start with Zach Sheehan. Congratulations to you and your family. A little bit about Augustana. The Vikings, they're called. The Vikings are the top 10 in the nation in all divisions, and they're number 1 in Illinois for academic All-Americans. They are ranked in the top tier of USA News, and it offers 90 different majors and careers of study. There are 25 varsity athletic teams in Augustana. The campus, if you've never been there, it's a beautiful campus located right along the Mississippi River in Rock Island, Illinois. So again, congratulations to Zach. And then Kevin, same idea. You're going to Augustana, the Vikings. We've heard about it. What a great school, great program. Love that you brought the helmet so they can see what that looks like, the colors and everything. I would say this just quickly about Kevin. I remember, I think I drove you behind the wheel, didn't I? At one point, I think I was you behind the wheel. But you weren't this big back then. You were just kind of a little bit slimmer and a little bit smaller. And my goodness, you've grown. And again, to me, I'm old. It seems like 2 weeks ago. You were a sophomore, I was driving behind the wheel. So, again, I'm really proud of all these young men. And Kevin, again, you stand out because you're so different than when I saw you as a sophomore. You really matured physically. You've taken on all the responsibility. And you've worked real hard to get where you're at. So I'm real proud of you and your family. Thanks to your dad for all the years of service he's given our football program. We couldn't do it without him. great help here, and just real proud of you. So congratulations, Kevin King. Okay, I kind of skipped over Sam, but I'll come back to Sam here. When I looked up Sam's school, I was very familiar with Loris. I've got some friends that went to Loris. Never visited the campus, but heard of the school. I've heard how great it is. Everybody raves about it on campus. But the interesting thing for me, and I don't know why I stuck on this and I did, because their nickname was different. I was like, I don't understand. So the first thing I did is I typed into Google, what in the world, come on, what's a doo-hawk? It's the nickname, they're the doo-hawk. So this is a pretty cool story, so I wanted to tell it, if that's okay. I think it's pretty cool. This tradition, their nickname, the doo-hawk, it dates back to 1924 when Loris College was called Columbia College. The Columbia football team was then under a head coach, Eddie Anderson. He was just coming off a win over a Wisconsin school. It wasn't yours, Cam, so no worries there. But they just beat, I think it was UW Platteville, and then followed by the victory, they would travel next to Michigan to face the mighty University of Detroit. And then in a preview story for that game, the Detroit Free Press focused on Columbia's heralded win over the previous team. They were called the Co-Hawks. At that time, Columbia did not have a nickname, so the Free Press sports writer took the liberty of referring to the Columbia Gridmen from Dubuque, Iowa, as the Dubuque Hawks. And later in the story, he just shortened it to Doo-Hawks. The name Carlon and the Detroit Free Press became the author of this controversial moniker. And so from then forward, from 1924 forward, they've always been known as the Doo-Hawks. So there's your story for you, for that. Loris Doo-Hawks. Congratulations. Sam. Now, because of COVID, I brought my antibacterial wipes with me so we can wipe off the microphone so I don't spread germs or any kind of diseases. And we're just going to give every kid a chance to kind of say something if they want to. This is their moment. This is their time. Yeah, sure. You want to pull it down? Wait, go ahead.
I get to go first. This is kind of nerve-wracking. First, I want to start off talking about how great the football team is and the facilities. Benedictine academics is also amazing, top-notch there. First off, I want to thank my coaches. I wouldn't want to have anybody else except my teammates. The best in the world. We've gone through so much, even with Kang out here in the section. I want to thank the coaches at Benedictine for taking their time to recruit me. And for my family right here, I couldn't have done it with anybody else except these two right here, especially my mom. They helped me do everything. So yeah.
Just a real quick, very proud of what he's achieved a lot, but I think I have to give my thanks to, two groups. Number one, the coaching staff here at Richwoods is amazing, and his teammates. Those kids have been through a lot together. The core of these guys sit up here on the stage that have worked their butts off for literally over the last 4 years. And just happy and very, very proud of all five.
First off, I want to thank God for blessing me with my ability to play football and to make it this far. I want to thank my mom and my dad. They've been so supportive. This whole entire thing I had since I was a little kid playing JFL, and I told them, take this serious and actually see how far I can go. I want to thank my coaches, especially Coach Brown. He's taught me how to be a good man in a lot of different ways, and I'm really appreciative for that. I want to thank my teammates for always, keeping me up and just looking for me to be a leader of the team. And I also want to thank University of Whitewater for betting on me and just taking a chance to get the points for the team.
what you do and others step out. Appreciate it.
Let's start off with my parents. I've done a lot for me over these past few years playing football. Picking up all the practices, also what it looked for me. This is a place that I'm right now going to college, or playing college ball. I want to thank my coaches too, Coach John, Coach Order, for being the ones that really pushed me to get here. Without them, I don't think I'd be where I'm at today. And my trainer KJ, that guy really got me here, and he got me to the best of my ability. So thank you everyone for supporting me. Let's go on.
I'd like to thank God for allowing me to play all these years in football and high school. All the years I did, and I get injured, and I'd like to thank Coach Brown, his brother, for help coaching me all these years and helping me to enhance my abilities. And I'd like to thank my brother, even though he's not here today, because he helped me all 4 years to stay in the weight room, stay pushing, stay grinding all the way through, even with speed training, not just strength training. I like to thank my parents for helping me get through practices, get through visits, get through camps, and all that stuff. It takes a lot of hard work, not just as a fan of the judge, but somebody to help me talk through some things.
I just want to throw a shout out to all the coaching staff that allowed me to start those 4 years ago. Let me come out to the field and hang out, and then embrace me and let me be a part of that great organization, Roderick. I want to talk about these kids in just a second. I've known these kids ever since JFL, right? And they've all been very, very good kids. I mean, that's the best thing that you can ever say about a child is that the child is a very, very good child. They've all been respected, right? They've all been smart. They've all done the work. Okay, so it takes a village to help, cultivate children and things of that nature. And one of the things I just want to state is that I'm proud of you guys. I look at these kids. You can ask them more so than anything else. I look at them as a son of mine, right? So when all of these kids are successful, that shows you what a great program and a great institution Richwoods High School is, right? That's about all. Let's go on, baby.
Okay. I want to start off by thanking all my coaches throughout the years. Coach Taylor, I think I see you back there. He's really started it off for me. Without him, obviously, I wouldn't be where I am today. My senior head coach for JFL, Coach Hoyle, I don't see him. I'm sure he's watching. Thank you for helping me and kind of form me into the quarterback role, the one I'm going right now. Coach Roberts, I want to thank you for all the recruiting help, all the tips and tricks, getting me really big on Twitter. I appreciate all that. Without you, I wouldn't be here right now. Finally, for coaches, Coach Brown, you formed me. Honestly, you formed me into the man I am today. I thank you for that. I want to thank the other coaches, but without you, I think you taught me not to be afraid to fail. Ever since that, I think I've kind of been just a better overall player. So thank you. I think my teachers and staff, one in particular, Miss Gato, she's sitting down here. She's an Augie's grad. Ever since sophomore year when she got here, she's from Peoria High. She kind of took me under her wing. She took me under her wing in a big way. She helped me with a lot of academic, kind of like tips and tricks almost. Keep me on track, so I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, my teammates. played with you guys for 4 years now. It's been a long ride. Love you guys. Last but not least, family, friends, mom, dad. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
I also want to say something. I think all the teammates can say. I want to thank Miss Smith right here for being our team mom. You helped us a lot. You helped us get through a lot of those summer practices with the smoothies and the snacks you bring us all the time. So we really appreciate you coming from all of us. So we love you.
All right, just again, want to thank everybody. Coach Brown is here. I'd like to say something. This would be a good time for that. I just also want to say, because walking down the back of these guys, I know I gave a lot of credit for being in the weight room and Mr. King down there, but it looks like all of them have been in the weight room. They're all pretty good size. So you guys have been getting after it. Proud of you. All right.
Okay, thanks for everybody that showed up for today's signing. Really appreciate that. What I'd like to do first is I always like to thank the parents for giving the coaches an opportunity to work with their children throughout the 4 years we've had them together. I was to coach them, kind of help nurture them, and help us help you, help them become men and young adults that are respectful, responsible, things like that. We really appreciate that as well. Okay. With that, as I'm sitting up here, I want to say tremendously how well they've done academically to get where they are today, along with athletically. We've gone through some tough times here this last year, not being together all the time, not being in school all the time. They were able to hold things together academically, athletically, and have just, take my hat off to all of you guys for your work ethic and your stick-to-itiveness and everything you've done to make yourselves better people, better athletes. And it is actually one of the first times that I'm going to be able to coach you guys, or not just you guys, but coach a group of seniors that will actually have matured and physically grown as seniors. So it will be very interesting to see how you all do. It always seems like after our seasons are over in the fall, and see these guys come by in the spring and they look completely different as they're walking through the hallways. I'm like, well, where were you at last fall? So I did tell all of them that this is an opportunity where these guys have put in a ton of work, and it really shows physically with each and every one of them how much they've done. And I was very excited that we're going to get a chance to play, because it will give these guys also an opportunity to go out and show the rest of the teams they play what they have done, because these guys all came up with sophomores, and when I brought them up with sophomores to play with us, they actually, as sophomores, got significant playing time. And I told them at that point in time, you're going to take licks, but the goal will be is when you're seniors, you're going to be able to give them back. So hopefully these 6 games we get to play here coming up, they'll get a chance to show everybody how they've grown, matured, and what they've turned into. So once again, I can't be prouder than for all you guys. It's just an outstanding accomplishment. Just realize, like I've always said, when you go to the next level, go up there, it will be different, okay? But you've all grown up, and you've come up with a system where you've been able to handle adversity and changes and things as they take place. So hopefully, I wish you all the success in all you do, and make sure always come back and see us, okay? All right, gentlemen, thank you.
So at this time, if the players would like to take a little minute here to go ahead and officially sign their letters of intent. Congratulations. Thank you, man. Congratulations. Okay, so just a couple of quick housekeeping things so we know some things here. At this point in the ceremony, we're going to kind of go to the tables for snacks. You're welcome to talk, chat, congratulate. We can stage more pictures for you. I'm sure the parents and the applicants will do that in the video. Good shot. Want to come up close and get one? I'm sure we can work that out. Just real quick, I do want to update you on a couple of things that I know that you may not know yet. And as far as the football season goes, we do have 6 ball games. The first 3 are scheduled. The other 3 will be a tournament format. Way back, when this was all going down, the Big 12 ADs got together, and he decided, since it wasn't going to be a state playoff, it would be nice to formulate some sort of playoff within our conference. The kids had something to play for at the end of the year. So, this idea of a tournament came to be, and so we know our first 3 opponents. It's posted online. You can see it there. I can tell you the first football game is March 20th. We decided also to move the games, at least I did, to Saturday afternoon, hoping it would be warmer on a Saturday afternoon in March rather than night in March. So all of our first 3 ball games are at 2 p.m. on Saturdays. We host the first 2. We will play Gloria Emanuel on the 20th, and then we play Gloria Notre Dame on the 27th. I will do a senior recognition on the 27th, not knowing when and if we get another home game. I want to get it done while we still can. I will also do a recognition at that time for Coach Brown, because he will be retiring, and we will do that prior to the football game. So if anybody wants to come out and thank Coach Brown for his 34 years of coaching, that's the time we're going to do that. We're also going to recognize the seniors. And then after the third game would be at Victoria Stadium. That's going to be in Victoria Central. After that, the teams will then be seeded and placed into a pool for a tournament. Win or lose, we continue to play. Obviously, winning will take you to a championship, where losing will take us somewhere else, but we'll continue to play teams and get our games. So that's how it's going to work. I hope everybody's excited. I'm so happy to be a season in. So happy you guys get your opportunities. And thanks for everything you've done. At this point, I turn it over to the fans and parents to enjoy yourselves and take part in snacks. Brad, for everybody. Great job.